Welcome back, guys, to the SSRS session number 49. We discussed a lot about SSRS expressions, groups, parameters, and how to use different objects in SSRS. In this session, we are going to discuss about charts and gauges, how to use charts and gauges, and what are the different types of charts that are available. Let's see one by one. So let me take the report solution, that is report project 3. I think I deleted it. We take report project 2, and I think I have added all your assignments to this one. Let me delete those assignments, and this is the issue solved which is raised by Samyukta. So don't think that I already trained a couple of guys in charts. That was an query asked by one of the students, so I solved it. I helped in them. Okay, I'm taking a report, new item, and I'll name it as my first chart. Okay, so what is the first thing you have to do? The first thing is setting the data source. So let me set the data source first. I'll create a shared data source which I can use it again and again. So going to the shared data source connection, and adv underscore data is the shared data source name that I want to give, and the connection string I'm giving localhost and the AdventureWorks DW. So this is fine, and it is created now. You can use it. So I used new button to create a shared data source, and it is created, and you can see the same in the data sources folder if I open it there. So click on OK. So you can see the shared data source is created, and the same shared data source I've used in my report. Let me pin this one. Okay. Now let me give this data source name as adv underscore data, or I'll set it as, yeah, fine, this is fine, data, and the data set now. I'll create one data set, adv underscore ds. I'll use query designer to design the query. So instead of edit as text, I'll take it wizard, which helps me in creating the query. So first let me add the tables here using this button. I want dim product. Where is it? I'll add these three: dim product category, and dim product subcategory. All three are added, and the next one is fact internet sales to get some fact data. Now the next step is selecting the columns. What columns? You can see all the joins are set. Now the next step is columns. So the first column is English product name from this table, and let's have color also. Color, and I like to have English product category name, and from this table like to have. If you don't want these windows, you can simply uncheck this. This is a button enabled. If you take this one, it will go. If you don't want results window, you can use this, so that you will get a lot of space for the tables and the query. English product subcategory name, and from this one I'll take a couple of metrics, that is sales amount, discount. I don't want discount amount. Let me take tax amount. Okay. Now the query is ready. Click on OK. The data set is ready. So if you feel that these data set names, the field names are not so good, then you can change it in the fields option. You can see English product name. This is the field source. That means the database field name, column name, the source for this one. So you can simply name it as products, color, and categories and subcategories, Space won't be allowed, that is why you have to give subcategories and sales and tax amount. So if I give space, it will it will say that there is space and it is not allowed. You can see that. Just to demonstrate, I have given space intentionally. Now I have added underscore. Click on OK. You can see the field names are changed to the names that you have given. Now let's discuss with the objects. You can see text box is there, line, table, matrix, rectangle, list, image, and sub-report. We discussed about all these stuff. The next thing that we are going to discuss is charts. And we also discussed about page header and page footer. The only remaining stuff is charts and values, right? So you can see page header and page footer is already discussed. Now, let me take charts. In charts, there are so many types. But one chart, if you know about how to design one chart, where all you can go on design, then you can easily design any chart that is available here. You can use either the right hand side page which says which gives a sample chart how it looks and so on, and you have different categories like column, line, shape, bar, and so on. If you want to go for polar charts, you can click on this, it will take you to the polar chart. These three are the polar charts available. Scatter chart, these three are the scatter charts. Range charts, these are the range charts. Area charts. Bar charts. Bar means it's a horizontal one, remember. Column means it's vertical one. It's the same set. You can see this is opposite to this one. This is opposite to this one. This is opposite in the sense it's in the different shape like this. So the bar chart, it means horizontal one, whereas column chart means it's vertical one. And line chart and pie chart shapes, you know, pie chart and donut charts and so on. So let's start with the basic one, the column chart, and I'll show you how one chart can be transformed into the another chart with minimum methods. So I've taken a basic column chart. Okay. So once you've added any chart, try to give as much space as possible for that. If you see, if I execute this, it will take very minimum and it will not show the report in a proper way. A chart in the proper way or the better way to understand. Let me show you by giving an example. So it has three things mainly. The first one is when you click, it will not be visible by default. When you click on the report, I clicked on the report, you can see three pop-up kind of things open. One is drop data fields here, one is drop series fields here, and one is drop category fields here. I'll show you one by one. Okay. First, what is meant by data fields here? Data fields is nothing but if you want to show any metrics, any numeric value, so then you have to show data fields. That means sales is a data field, right? You can simply drag and drop. That's it. The report is done. You can go and preview it. It will show you the sales. So it will calculate the total sales. I just dragged and dropped the sales, right? It will go for a calculation like select sum of sales and it will show the same in the report. You can see the total sales is coming around 33 or something in between 30 and 35. Okay. So this is the total sales. So what the data fields will do is it will give you the metric value, the bars value, in the line chart, the lines value, in the column chart, columns value, in the pie chart, the pie value. Okay, whatever the chart, the metrics will be dragged into the data fields. So the data fields will give you a simple aggregated value, either count or sum or average or whatever it may be. Okay, so this is the data field. And the next thing is category fields. What category fields will do is it is just like group by x-axis. Now the first one is y-axis value. Whatever the data field we have given is y-axis value. Whatever you observed it, right? The y-axis value is nothing but the data fields here. Now the category fields means it is x-axis value. For example, if I drag and drop color, what will happen is it will split based on color. Can you see here? Silver color, this is the sales. Black color, this is the sales. Red color, this is the sales. And I told you, if the report chart is pretty small, it will be like this. You can't see it clearly. So try to give as much space possible for this particular chart area. We call it as chart area. Okay. So here the access title is not required. The title is not required. Let's say, and even this legend is not required. Now you can see you got lot of chart area, and still you can increase it further like this. Now if you execute the same, you can see it in a better way, right? Silver in silver color, black, this is so and so, red so and so, yellow so and so, not applicable so and so, blue so and so, multi so and so, white so and so. So what the data fields will do? Data fields will give you the y-axis value. I'll show you in the query so that you will easily understand. Data fields is always the metric values. Okay, the categories is always row wise splitting. How we want to split the value, how we want to group the value. The y-axis value, if you want to group, you can use the category fields. So the data fields means is nothing but select. Oops, I'm not out here. Select star from fact entry. Let's say this is your table, and if you have metrics here, sum of sales amount, so this will be your data field, or average of tax amount. So all these things, the metric values will become your data fields. Data means the metric, the numeric values. You can add only numeric stuff into the data field. Then what is this category? Category is nothing but grouping part. Let's say A inner join dim product, B on A dot product key is equal to B dot product key. Now if I want to group based on color, then what I have to do? I have to give color here, group by color. So this guy will give you color wise breakup. You can see black, blue, multi, NA and so on. You all want to get the same here. So the grouping means is just nothing but color. Category in the reports, in the charts. Now what will happen if I add one more, if I remove this and if I add another category, like let me delete this category and I'm adding categories. So if I do this, then it will split the data based on categories. You can see bike wise sales, accessories wise sales, clothing wise sales. Now if I add two, not one, let's say I'm adding color also to the same, now it will be grouped by this as well as that. You can see this is full of colors. The chart is pretty small one, right? Let me add let me increase the size of the chart so that it will be pretty clear for you guys. Okay, is it big enough? You can see the blue, this is black, this is yellow, this is so and so, all the colors that relates to bike. In the same way, the colors that relates to accessories, the colors that relates to clothing. Can you see it is splitting one more level. So this is the first level, the bikes in that categories, sorry, in that colors. So whatever you add in the categories, it will be x-axis level splitting, x-axis level grouping. You're not getting a clear picture, right? Why? Because it is not repeating all the names. So let me do one thing so that you'll get all the names. So if you see, well, I made some change. Now you can see it is splitting. This is bike wise colors, this is accessories wise colors, this is clothing wise color. Why it is splitting? Why it is grouping based on two? Why? Because I have added these two into my categories. Now what will happen if I add one more into the category? Let's say subcategories. Okay. it will group based on 3. So that number of axes will be increasing. So this is under bikes. You have mountain bikes. Mountain bikes comes in two colors, silver and black, and this is the data. You're not able to see it clearly, right? Let me minimize it and let me increase the size, or let me zoom it. This is a better option. You can see mountain bikes, silver and black. Road bikes is coming in black, red and yellow. Touring bikes is coming in blue and yellow. And all these bikes, touring bikes, road bikes and mountain bikes belongs to bikes. Can you see how it is working? I'll do one thing. I'll create 3 charts with the same and I'll give different grouping parts. Okay. Let me increase the size of it, and I have one more here. Don't worry guys, I just copied and pasted another one, and I'll paste one more. Okay, now I have 3. Okay, now the first chart I'll give only product. I'll remove this color and I'll remove these subcategories. And the second one I'll give category and subcategories, but not color. And the third one I'll give all the 3. Now I will execute, and you can see the difference how it shows the data. Now I have 3 charts defined. Okay, one chart has only category as the group. You can see only bikes, accessories and clothing is coming. And the second one is having, let me zoom it to 100%. Okay, this is bikes, accessories and clothing. Why? Because the category I have added only categories field. And the second one, if you see, I have added categories and subcategories. So this category is further break up into subcategories. Bikes has 3 subcategories. That is why this one big is split into 3 small. And accessories comes in so many: bike racks, cleaners, something, hydration packs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different subcategories. So it broke into 8 different lines. Okay, and the third one, the clothing, it comes in 6 different subcategories, and this is how it's splitting. Now let's go to the third one, which has a color also in picture. So bikes come in mountain bikes, road bikes and touring bikes, and mountain bikes comes in 2 colors, that is silver and black. And if you observe here, this mountain bikes, one item has become 2 here. And you can see one value. Let me take pen. One value is something around 5.8 and another value is something around 5. So it comes to 10. So the value, you can see, this is the total. 1 second guys. By mistake I clicked on refresh. So let's refresh. So if you see here, the total mountain bike sales is something around, what is this, 10 million, right? And here if you see, it broke into 2 items. One is around 5.5, another one is around 4.5. These 2 will come to equal to this mountain bike sales. And these mountain bikes, road bikes and touring bikes belongs to the bikes category, and these 3 sum is equal to the bikes one, right? So this is how the chart category works. The category group is used to group the x-axis part. Okay. So this is to answer the question asked by Giri. So the grouping, you don't need to do anything explicitly. Just drag and drop based on what you want to group. Just drag and drop into the category fields. When I click on this report, I told you 3 things will open. Now let me remove this stuff so that it will be clear for you guys. So now I have only one table and one chart. And when I click on this, it will open 3 different groups. One is data field on top, you can see. Another one is categories, and another one is data series on the right hand side. Okay, series fields. So this is what you need to do for grouping. And so as what they asked, this one, the data fields is nothing but metric values. What helps you in showing the y-axis value. Okay, so it is nothing but when you design a matrix report. So this is nothing but row grouping, and this is nothing but the data fields. The fields you will give, right? The same data fields uh, you have to give in the, you have to drag and drop in the data fields here. Now, if I don't have anything like this, if I remove this one also, it will be only one sum of sales. The data field, whatever I have given is only sales, so it will be sum of sales. That is why only one value and the total sales will be shown here. Now, if I add a category here, you can see drop category fields here. Let me add a couple of categories. Let me add first categories and see how it splits. If I give categories, it splits based on category. You can see bikes, accessories, and clothing are the three different categories that are available, and it splits the value among them. And if I can add one more, like let me add color also, then what it will become is it will split the categories based on color. You can see bikes is one category, and it comes in 5 colors. So one item is split into 5 here. Accessories, it was earlier only 3, one for bikes, one for accessories, and one for clothing. Why? Because it was grouped by category name. Now it's grouped by category name as well as color, and hence the splitting is like this. Bikes, these are the colors, accessories, these are the colors, and clothing, these are the colors. Now if I go on remove these categories, now if you go on preview, it will group only on color, like silver, black, red, yellow, not applicable, blue, multi, and white. This is how the SSRS chart works, the category part as well as the data fields part of the chart. You can also add category after the color. Let's say this is the category, right? I have added now. Now what it will do is each color, it is split based on category. You can see silver color comes for bikes, accessories. So it is splitting. And black color comes for bikes, accessories, and clothing. And red color is having sales for bikes and accessories. Yellow bikes combination sales is there. Yellow clothing is there. Not applicable is only for accessories. Blue for accessories, bikes and clothing. Multi for clothing, and white for only clothing. And you can see it arranges the things in a beautiful way. I've done a minimum change, and you can see how beautifully the report, and it is pretty rigid, right? And the placing of the labels and all, it is pretty good, right? So this is a beauty in SSRS reporting, and this is what I like, at least I can say. So you can interchange these ones, like color second and categories first. Just drag and drop the first one to the second place, and it will do the job for you. Okay. So the categories talks about only x-axis here, and the data fields talks about y-axis here. Now let me remove the categories from here. Okay. Now let's talk about series. What is meant by series? So it is a grouping, but in a different way. I'll show you. I'll show you the report first. It is just color wise sales amount. Silver color, this is coming in so and so. Black color, so and so values. Red color, so and so value. Yellow color, so and so value, and so on. Now if I add a series, like I'll add categories as series, you can see each and every category will have one line color. I'll show you how it comes. So the blue color, let me add legend. Where is that? Should not be selected here. Okay. chart properties. One second. Yes. Okay. Now if I click on this, it will show you what color is for what. Bikes comes in blue color. So silver black bikes combination is this. Silver black color combination. Sorry, bikes black color, bikes red color, bikes yellow color, and bikes not applicable color there is no sales. Bikes blue color and bikes multicolor there is no sales, and bikes white color there is no sales. This orange means orange or lightish yellow means accessories. So accessories and silver there is some value. I'll do one thing. I'll filter out these bikes. The bikes is killing. See, the bikes is having lot of sales, and that is why the remaining things are not showing properly, right? So let me filter the bikes from here. So how can I filter the bikes? I can go to the data set and filter it out, either using filters or by using query where condition. So category is not equal to bikes. Now this bikes data will not come into picture. Now let me preview let me show you the report. See, the bike sales was pretty huge, and the difference you can see it's a huge difference. That is why the remaining things are becoming negligible. It's not even showing in your. Now you can see accessories is having this much, and there is no clothing for not applicable color. For blue color, both accessory sales is there and clothing sales is there. For red color, only accessory sales is there. For multicolor, only clothing. For black color, only accessory sales as well as clothing sales. So this is how it proves. So earlier case, if you see the difference, if I drag and drop the categories here, what it was doing, category wise color grouping was happening, but everything was showing in the same color and the grouping was like this. The color was repeating like a silver, and if it is having silver in clothing, it was coming, and it was happening only here at the x-axis. Now you can use you can use series field if you want to group into two different coloring or two different line charts two different bars completely. Now I am getting only two different accessories and color, and that is why one color for each series here. Series in the sense series of data. I'll show you the query here. So if you see, this is only one coloring part. When I add color to the categories, the data will come like this. Black, this is the sales. Blue, this is the sales. Yellow, this is the sales, and so on. Now to get the series, I have to add one more group. Let's say inner join. Let me add bin product. I think I have the query, right? Let me take the query from here. Okay, let me take the query here, and I'll take sum of sales. Sum of sales amount, comma, color, and at the end I have to add group by color. So this is the group by color, and this is the report what you will get when you don't have any categories. You can see the color wise sales. This is the base level. And now if you want to have one more English product category name, and then I have to add it in select list also. You can see this is how accessories, This is the accessories related stuff. It comes in 5 colors and this is the data. Next, bike related stuff, it comes in 5 colors and this is the data. And then clothing, and this is in 5 colors or 4 colors and this is the data. In the same way, if I add categories here to this field, then it will split as you have seen in the query. I'll show you that. See, accessories. Okay. Accessories comes in 5 colors and this is those 5 colors. Clothing comes in 5 colors and this is those 5 colors. And bikes, it is not showing because I have filtered the bikes related data. So this is the group by part. This is fine. This is done. We have done these two, group by color and categories. Now you can group it in a different way by using series. If you add series, then each and every category, for example here, accessories and bikes and clothing and whatever it may be, the category will get a different series. Series means different lines here, different columns, different column charts. Okay, so and hence it displays like this. Not applicable color comes only for accessories and this is the sales. Blue color comes for accessories as well as clothing and this is the breakup. And red color comes for accessories and clothing and this is the breakup. And this is how you can use categories and series field to group the data in a different way. So I'll tell you one thing. The data series, that means the top one is for y-axis stuff, this one. And the category fields is for x-axis, grouping based on x-axis. Okay. And the series field means how many items you are gonna have for the field here, that will be grouped, that many number of lines will be showing here. I'll show you a different example. Instead of series, I'll add English product name. You know, right, how many English product names are there? There are so many. Let me add subcategories better. So there are so many subcategories and each and every subcategory will come in one color line. So the bottles and cages is coming in blue color and wherever it is present. So it has become pretty big chart and that is why it is congested. And tires and tubes comes in orange color, dark orange. Helmets comes in red color. Jerseys comes in this color. And you can see this is jerseys, multicolor, and yellow color of jerseys. And this blue is hide and pack section. So the chart is pretty small. That's why you're not able to figure it out properly. Let me increase the size of the chart. So instead of categories, I have added subcategories to the series part. So it groups based on that. Bottles and cages, this is the data. And tires and tubes, this is the data. And wherever, in whatever color the tires and tubes comes, it will be shown in that color. For example, if you see the helmets, not helmets, what is this red color? Yeah, helmets. Helmets comes in blue color as well as red color as well as black color. That is why it has sales in these three. That is why it's grouped for these three. So this is how you can make use of series, categories as well as data fields to design your report as per the requirements given. Is it clear, guys? So I think it's confusing to you guys, right? So let me take it in a different way so that you can easily understand. Why? Because if you don't understand this, then you can't understand the complex functionality of the charts. So what I have done is I've simply added a data field. What data field will do? Let me remove all the shit. I don't want this, guys. I have removed the category as well as series. I just have data field, nothing else. Okay, and I've decreased the size of the chart also. I have only one data field, or let's say two data fields. I'll add one more data field, that is tax amount. This is also numeric, right? So if you see here, this is the sales amount and this is the tax amount, right? So if you don't have categories or series, it won't split or it won't break up. It will show only the sales. You are asking the system to show only the sales amount and the tax amount. Is it clear? Now, when you add any category, let's say I'm adding colors. So it will split based on colors. So the sales amount for every color and tax amount for every color will become. You can see not applicable color. If the color is not applicable, the sales amount is this much, the tax amount is this much. If the color is blue, the sales amount is this much and the tax amount is this much. If the color is red, this is the sales amount, this is the tax amount. And if you add all the blues from here, it should give you the value of the blue color that it was showing when there was no category selected, no color category was selected. That means if I remove this, okay, you will get only one blue and one yellow, right? That means the total sales amount and total tax amount. This blue color's value should be equal to the sales amount of all the colors. That means all the blue color lines here. I'm just grouping the data. Okay? I'm just grouping the data here. And you can see here, this is the color I have given. So whatever the value, the field that you give for the category fields, it will group the data based on x-axis. Let's say you have given color, or let's say you have given categories or subcategories, whatever it may be, it will split the x-axis data, the complete, the sales amount or the tax amount, whatever you have added, based on the field that you have added. That is just like group by. Okay, now you can see I've added subcategories. You can see bottles and cages. When the subcategory is bottles and cages, what is the sales amount and what is the tax amount? When the subcategory is tires and tubes, what is the sales amount and what is the tax amount, and so on. So this is how the category fields can be. This is for what this is the use of category grouping in a chart. If you get a requirement like I want to user wants to see the categories based on the sales based on the categories, by default the sales or the metric values will fall here, right? By default the sales will come here, and based on what you want to see, you want to see based on categories. So it's not subcategories, it is categories. So add categories to the category field here. Don't get confused by categories means the database field, and category means this is grouping part. So if you or else you will get the requirement like this. On y-axis they want to show sales, on x-axis they want to show categories. So whatever they want to show on x-axis should come in your category group, and whatever the y-axis stuff should come in your data series, data fields. Is it clear now? Up to this point? I'm asking everyone. Now, what I'm doing here is, I'm going to show you the difference between categories. I'm just removing these categories. I'm not keeping any field for the category. So what will happen? It will be only two lines, one for sales amount and one for tax amount. Now, what is the use of series? Series means for every group, it will create one series, one color coding. Let me show you that. I'm adding the same categories, and you can see when the category is accessories, this is the sales amount and this is the tax amount. Clothing, this is the sales amount and this is the tax amount. And if you have bikes also, you'll get two more colors. Bikes, this is the sales amount and this is the tax amount. So for every series, it will give a different color. Okay. The requirement will be like this. If the user wants to see the category wise sales in different series. Okay. And this is better understandable when we discuss about the line chart. Just remember, when you have the series field added, it will group the things and it will give that way, it will give the result in such a way that each and every series, each and every combination will have one color. Let's say I have this combination, color and English product name. How many rows are here? There are 15 rows. The same number of fields will come here if I give color as well as categories in the series part. Let me add color and let me remove this tax amount. Why? Because I have given only that. And let me remove the filter for the product category. We have added some filters, right? So now it is just equal to the same database query. If I click on preview, you can see each and every row item here, accessories to black color, accessories to blue color, accessories to red color, everything will be getting one item. You can see bikes, silver color, this is the sales. Bikes, black color, this is the sales. Bikes, red color, this is the sales. Bikes, yellow color, this is the sales. Okay, I'll show you a better example for this. Okay, this is not the best I can see. I'll show you a better example. For that, let me write the query here. I'm taking I'm taking a new window. I'll show you a better example, which is most commonly used. Okay. Yeah. Select sales amount from fact internet sales. A, inner join, dim time. B, on A dot due date key is equal to B dot time key, and from B I am taking English month name, comma, calendar year. So you can see year wise, month wise sales amount. Okay, I will use this query to create a data set so that you can easily understand. This gives a better picture for you guys. So I've taken a new data set and I'll get month, calendar and sales. Okay. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking sales amount as is. I'm taking months here and I'm not taking anything. So what will happen? Every month wise sales will be coming for me, right? This is the July sales, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. This is the sales. This is clear, right? Month-wise sales report. Any questions here? Now, the requirement comes like year-wise, month-wise sales. I want to see year-wise also, month-wise also sales. You can do it in two ways here. One is just by adding year also to the same category. If you add year here, it will show like this. I'll show you. Year and English month name, it will group for 2001, you have data for July, August, September, October, November, December. For 2002, you have data for Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. 2003, and if you see the number of line items is increasing and the x-axis is growing, right? So this is how you can design a chart of that based on the requirements, year wise, month wise sales. Now the other way is, instead of using the year in the categories, you can use the year in the series so that it will group based on different colors and it will give a better look and feel. I'll show you what that means. You can see July has data for 2001, 2, 3, 4. In 2001, this is the sales. 2002, this is the sales. You can see here. 2003, this is the sales. 2004, this is the sales. And again, blue color coming. That means August 2001 sales, 2002, 3, and 4. September 1, 2, 3, and there is no sales for 2004. So it is grouping again. It is grouping the months. There was only 1 month, right? July, only 1 month sales was there. Now it is grouping all the July into one and splitting based on the year, right? So this is the series field use of series fields. And I hope you understood the difference between the categories and the series. Categories, it's always please the x-axis part, groups based on the x-axis part, whereas series, uh, it takes the x-axis one and then it creates a fresh group based on the series values, right? Now what will happen if I interchange these two? Like if I keep the months here, months to the data, sorry, series, and year here. So year wise, how many are there? Only 4. That 4 will be splitted into the number of months. There are 12 months. So 2001, 2, 3, 4 are the 4 years data you have, and 1 comes in 6 months. That is the 6 months data is here. 2 has 12 months data and the 12 months is here. 3 has 12 months data and it is here. 4, some gaps is there, October and November, I think there is no data. And 4 has 6 months data again and it is showing here. Now it is clear. If they want to see grouping based on 2 items, they can do it in 2 ways. One is set all the grouping items in categories, or the second one is use the series field if they want to see in different color coding. Instead of this, if I go for only categories, you can see it will be only one color coding and it won't look so good. You can see it is only one color coding, right? It is not one. Even few guys likes to generate the report like this. So it depends on the requirements. And it depends on the requirement. Few guys, if you see, if you go to Google, you will find so many reports like this. Okay, similar to the report AdSense report. What is the AdSense for every month of the year? It will be like this. And few guys, they want to see based on series, different colors for each year or different colors for each month. Then you can go for series. Okay, fine. Now this is about grouping of 3 stuffs. Okay, calendar wise or month wise I showed you, categories wise, color wise, and using series, using only categories and series, only data fields, and only data fields and series, and only data fields and categories. So we have seen so many. Now this is column chart. How to change the chart type to different one? If you want, by mistake, when user asks for a bar chart, you guys define a column chart. So if you want to change it, right click, go to chart type, set it as bar, select whatever the bar you want. That's it, the report will be generated. 2003, 4, 5, 6. 2003 has July, August, September, October data. You can see something like this. But this is a very less space, right? This is bar chart now. It grows vertically, right? Earlier it was horizontally, now it grows vertically. So you need to have more space for this, more height for this one. Now you can see 2003, 4, 5, 6 grouping pattern. Right? This is as simple as this. Adding, changing the chart type from one to the another. Let me take line chart. You can see first it will show 2001, 2, 3, 4, 1 June data, July data. It starts here. July, this is the sales, and it comes here like this is the line charts, and it won't give it. You can't understand why, because there is a lot of information, right? Like so many months data, right? So so many lines overlapping, and you are getting confused. So just try to understand how to change the chart types. If you go here, click on it, and if you give pie chart, it will create some pie chart also for you. You can see 2001 July, that color, 2002 July, 2003 July, 2004 July, and 2001 August, 2002 August. So you can easily convert from one chart type to the another chart type. Okay. So this is about the basics of charts. Now I'll do one thing. I'll stop the session here so that you'll get time to practice. I suggest you to create at least 20 charts like this with the different combinations and see and try to understand so that it will be easy for you to understand the concepts, advanced concepts of the charts when we discuss about chart area, chart types and so on, then it will be easy for you guys. Without knowing the basic knowledge, it will be very difficult for you to understand the advanced concepts. So I'll take the advanced concepts in the next session, that is tomorrow. Clear? The assignment for today is I want different combination of line charts and bar charts. Only these two, not sorry, column charts and bar charts. Take sales amount and tax amount as the common data series, and the categories and the other one. What is the other one? The series field should be changing. Okay, like that design 20 reports. Any combination set some requirement. Okay, I want to see month-wise sales. I want to see year and month-wise sales, both coming in x-axis. Or I want to see year-wise sales in different colors, different series. Okay, so like that, set the requirement and design 20 charts and zip it and send it. And don't forget to add your name at the end, with like underscore Giri or underscore Vamshi or underscore something like that. Okay. You should get complete hands-on on this one to understand the advanced concepts. And in tomorrow's session, we'll discuss